Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Bringing it out, it's Presley. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. That's really where we are. Anymore with Alabama, you just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. And boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down. Looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. And he drops back in the gun. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down. And already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now they'll run it on the draw. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Presley. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. Or it's snapped to the back. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
He hands it off from the gun. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
Knocks that one right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1.
Well, great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice job of the receiver picking up the 1st down on a decent gain. The defense is happy it didn't go for more. Expect them to lock down these playmakers because you never know who's going to get the ball next.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Keeping it on the ground here. Runs through the defender. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. Of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU, stable backs again on this roster, too.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
A quick throw out left, complete. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. Here we go on fourth down. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
I think it says a lot about this coach's confidence that he has in his team, that he sticks to running the football on fourth down. You know, a lot of teams, they might try to get cute, pull out a special play that they've been practicing for weeks. But not this guy. They just line up, run the ball, and pick it up.
The offense sets up with a first and goal. They're going to run it here. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
An important third down and goal now. Hands off to the left. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. fielded in the end zone. It's Presley. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The PAT puts them up 3. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll test the right side here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. No huddle now for the offense. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Pass is caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Important third down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the defense look slow that time. Extra point try coming now. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And now the running back's got it again. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Running back has it on a screen now. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught over the middle. It's Presley. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. In the clear at the 25. Tackle, but 1st down. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to launch it deep again. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Decides not to fair catch it, but he is tackled immediately. A gutsy move, but didn't produce much. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes a quick grab. Finds room at the 30. Huge play. They finally get him down, but he's all the way up to midfield. Now they can open up the playbook.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's going to hand this off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Oh, a reverse. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down. The offense looks fired up to begin the 2nd half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd down and goal. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, LSU. And they will claim the 2nd half lead. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Just ran away from the defense. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And the extra point makes the lead 11, 28-17. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Snags the quick throw. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The back's got it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Got it. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. It's a run to the left. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Important second down play coming up.
Easy.
Handoff running right. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Off play action, he's looking to throw, and he lofts it deep over the middle. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 for the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And now another deep ball here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And they start the drive with an end-around play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Banks. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LSU. And the route is on. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job and taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the return will be brought down. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He slings this one deep down the left side. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. On the the shotgun. Drops back looking for an open man. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Back to throw again. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And there's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air, it's Banks. And he lofts one deep over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Tigers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Presley. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Catch made on the right side. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see this second half, that same trend continuing.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, this is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Here we go.
The quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job. And
it's caught. Touchdown. Tie.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinking out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. And he'll set up to throw. Back to the end zone, ruled out of bounds and incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the offense just takes a knee here. Now it's second down here. Looking to throw. It's Banks. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's running out of time here. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They'll kick it away here. Coverage team brings down the returner. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys